In the previous chapters, we learned how nationalism united people and led to the formation of nation-states in Europe. However, by the late 19th century, this spirit of nationalism took a new direction. It became closely linked with imperialism, as powerful European nations competed with each other for territorial expansion in the form of acquiring colonies. This rivalry eventually contributed to the First World War. At the same time, in 19th century, the spirit of nationalism began to inspire anti-imperialist movements in the colonies. This led to worldwide acceptance of the idea of the nation-state. In this video, we will understand these important developments through exam-oriented questions and answers. So the first question is, why did nationalism gradually change into imperialism in Europe during the late 19th century? Before we answer the question, let us once again revise the meaning of the word nationalism and imperialism. Nationalism is a strong feeling of love, loyalty, and devotion towards one's nation, whereas imperialism is the policy of extending a country's power and influence over other territories through political, economic, or military control. When the spirit of nationalism becomes excessively aggressive and competitive, it transforms into imperialism. So the answer of the question is, nationalism in Europe gradually transformed into imperialism in the late 19th century due to several interconnected factors. Number one, economic competition and industrialization. Rapid industrialization increased the demand for raw materials, new markets, and investment opportunities. European nations acquired colonies to meet these economic demands. Number two, colonial expansion and national prestige. European nations began to view colonial expansion as a symbol of national prestige. Possessing overseas colonies was considered a mark of country's wealth, military power, and status. Number three, ideological justification, social Darwinism. The rise of social Darwinism encouraged the belief that stronger nations had the right to dominate weaker nations. Many Europeans also claimed they had a civilizing mission to spread their culture and values to colonized people. Thus, the conclusion of the answer is economic interest, rivalry for national prestige, and beliefs in cultural superiority transformed nationalism into imperialism in late 19th century. Coming to the next question, it is, how did nationalism align with imperialism to cause the First World War? Number one, nationalism encouraged imperialism. Colonies became symbols of national prestige, wealth, and military strength. Thus, every powerful European nation wanted to possess colonies. Number two, imperial expansion created rivalries. Countries such as Germany, Britain, and France competed with each other for colonies, markets, and resources, leading to tensions among them. And number three, nationalism made these imperial rivalries more aggressive. This atmosphere of competition, suspicion, and hostility divided Europe into rival camps, which ultimately resulted in the outbreak of the disastrous First World War in 1914. The next important question is, what was the Balkan issue? Why did it become a major cause of the First World War? Point number one is geographical and ethnic diversity. The Balkan was a region of great geographical and ethnic diversity. People belonging to different ethnic groups, languages, and cultures lived here. Many of its inhabitants were Slavs. Because of this diversity, different communities developed their own national identities and aspirations, making the region politically sensitive and prone to conflict. Number two, decline of the Ottoman Empire and rise of nationalism. For centuries, much of the Balkans was under the rule of Ottoman Empire. During the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire began to disintegrate and lost its control over these territories. At the same time, the ideas of nationalism and self-determination spread across Europe. Influenced by romantic nationalism, the people of the Balkans started demanding freedom from foreign rule and the right to establish independent nation-states based on common language, culture, and history. Number three, emergence of independent nation-states. One by one, the European nationalities under the Ottoman control declared their independence. Greece, Serbia, Romania, and Bulgaria gained freedom. Their success inspired other groups, which increased political tension throughout the region. Number 4. Rivalry among the Balkan states. The newly independent Balkan states were fiercely jealous of each other. Each hoped to expand its territory at the expense of others. As a result, dispute over boundaries became common. This rivalry led to repeated conflicts and made the Balkan region one of the most unstable regions in Europe. Number 5. Intervention of major European powers and outbreak of war. The Balkan issue became more serious when powerful European countries such as Russia, Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Britain tried to extend their influence in the region. Russia supported Serbia and other Slavic people, while Austria-Hungary opposed Serbian expansion. In 1914, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand at Sarajevo triggered a conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia. This conflict soon developed into the First World War as the European powers were divided into rival alliance groups. The last question of the chapter is, how did anti-imperialist movements contributed to the worldwide acceptance of the idea of nation-state? Number 1. In the 19th century, many countries that had been colonized by European powers began to oppose imperial rule and fought for freedom and self-government. Number 2. These anti-imperialist movements were nationalist in nature because they united people through a sense of collective identity and inspired them to establish independent nation states. Number 3, thus people in different countries developed their own forms of nationalism according to their history and culture with the common aim of achieving an independent nation state. Thus the conclusion of the answer is, it can therefore be concluded that anti-imperialist movements spread the idea that every nation has the right to govern itself. As a result, the concept of the nation state came to be accepted as natural and universal across the world. Thank you for watching and staying with Indrani's History channel, where history awakens mind and ignites change. If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share and subscribe my history channel.